Welcome to the video social login with Google and Facebook in one application. I am Nam Haming from CodeJava.net. You will learn how to implement social login functionality with Google and Facebook in one Spring Boot web application using Spring Security OAuth2 client library, and how to run custom logics upon successful OAuth2 authorization, and how to determine whether users authenticated via Google or Facebook. Suppose that we have an existing web application developed in Java Spring Boot in which we already implemented the login function using email and password, which are stored in database. And now we want to add an option that lets users to log into our application using their own Google or Facebook account. So as an end user, I can click the Continue Google button in the login page. If I have not signed in with Google, I must sign in to my Google account to continue using the application. If I already signed in with Google, I just continue using the application under my Google account. Similarly, users can log into the application using their own Facebook account by clicking the Continue with Facebook button in the login page. So it will be very convenient for the users, as most users own a Google or Facebook account and they don't have to register a new account. So I will guide you how to develop the social login functionality with Google and Facebook in a Java project using the following technologies: Spring Boot Web, Spring Data JPA, Spring Security OAuth2 client, Thymeleaf, Bootstrap, and jQuery in the view layer, and MySQL database. And I'm using the following software programs: Java Development Kit, OpenJDK, Spring Tool Suite IDE, SDS, MySQL Server, and MySQL Workbench. Let me show you my existing Java Spring Boot project in Spring Tool Suite IDE. As you can see here, the ShopMe front-end project, in which I already implemented the login functionality using email and password in database. This is the main class. Here you see it is a Spring Boot application, and in the application properties file, it is configured to be running on embedded Tomcat server on the port number 80, and the context path is /shopme. Now let me start this Spring Boot application. And you can see I'm using MySQL database here. Okay, the application has started successfully without any issues, and you can see in the console view here. Now let me access this Spring Boot application using Chrome browser. ShopMe here. You see this is the home page of the application, and I can log in here. And I already implemented the customer login function using email and password in the database. So I will log in using this email and password. Okay, I have successfully logged in as a customer user Tina Jameson. Here you see, and I can view the products in this website. Here you see, very nice, right? And the user's information, the customer information, is stored in MySQL database in this table, the customers table here, with these columns. Here you see. Now let me select the rows from this table, and you can see the customer information here. Email and password here. Password is encoded here. You see. In order to implement the social login functionality with Google or Facebook, we need to add a new dependency to the project. So open the Maven project file pom.xml and declare this dependency. So here we copy the dependency for Spring Boot here and change the artifact ID to Spring Boot starter OAuth2 client. So Spring Boot starter OAuth2 client is the required library for implementing social login with Google and Facebook for our Spring Boot project. Save the change, and Maven we download the required jar files for Spring Boot OAuth2 client library, as you can see here. You can see here the jar file Spring Boot starter OAuth2 clan here. And of course, we need to use Spring security here. You see. To create a Google OAuth app, I recommend you to follow my video how to create Google OAuth credentials on my YouTube channel at this URL here. Now head over to Google Developer Console at this URL, console.developers.google.com, and under the section credentials here, we can see our Google OAuth 2.0 app here, client ID here. You see the name of the client app here, and you must specify the direct URI like this. My project running on localhost with the context path shopme, so I need to append this path to the URI /login/OAuth2/code/Google, and here we can obtain the client ID and client secret code here, which will be used in our project. Then come back to our project to configure client registration for Google OAuth app. So we need to convert the application properties file to the YAML format. So right click, convert .properties to .yaml here. Okay, here we go. So it will be more convenient to configure OAuth2 client registration in this YAML format. So under the Spring section here, we type security.oauth2.client.registration here. Okay, and the client name here is Google, and client ID. For the value for client ID, we copy from our OAuth2 app here, client ID here, copy and paste here. And the next value is the client secret, and we copy the value of client secret here, copy and paste here. And the next attribute we need to specify is the scope. The scope define what the information the client app can access on behalf of the Google user account. Here, the scope for Google OAuth client registration is email and profile. Okay, so this is a configuration for OAuth2 client registration for Google OAuth app. Save the change. Next, we need to update the custom login page to add the button continue with Google that allows users to log into our application using their own Google account instead of using email and password. Okay, so come back to the project, and in this project I have a custom login page for customer login here. You see the HTML code for this custom login page, and I put a new div section for the button continue with Google here. I use a tag with some Bootstrap CSS classes for the button like this. The text is continue with Google, and the class for this hyperlink is btn for button, btn lg for last button, and btn secondary for a gray button, and the icon here in this project I used awesome, so I can specify this class name for the icon FA dash Google for the Google icon. Okay, and refresh the login page here. Login, and you see the button continue with Google appears here. But the Google icon does not appear. I need to use awesome library. I have another project ShopMe backend in which I use awesome library here. So I copy the files of awesome here. So copy these two directories, copy and paste into the ShopMe frontend project in the static directory here. Paste here, and then use awesome. I have the statement that you see awesome here. Copy and paste into my project here. Fragments here. In this project, I also use Thymeleaf fragments for the reusable components of the view. Okay, now I can refresh the login page, and you can see the Google icon appears here. I need to specify the sref attribute for this button. Also, we need to have some white space for the caption of the button here. Sorry. And specify the URL for this button is like this, gh:/sref. Here I use Thymeleaf expression for URL like this, /OAuth2 /authorization and /Google. Okay, and we need to have a blank line. Okay, you see, so here we have the continue with Google button. And note that the URL of the continue with Google button must be like this, /OAuth2 /authorization and /Google. Next, we need to code a new class that implements the OAuth2 user interface, which is defined by Spring Security OAuth2 client library. This class represents an authenticated user authorized via OAuth2 protocol. So we come back to the project and we code a new class here in this package. New class. The package name is com.shopme.security.oauth2, and the class name is customer OAuth2 user, and choose the super interface is OAuth2 user from Spring Security OAuth2 package here. Okay, finish. Okay, and in this customer OAuth2 user class, we need to have a reference of type OAuth2 user here, OAuth2 user, and we need to generate a constructor based on this private field. Generate constructors from using fields here. Okay, and we need to override some methods, get attributes here. Here we just return OAuth2 user get attributes method here, and this method get authorities, which returns a collection of rows of the user. Here we just return OAuth2 user get authorities here, and in the get name method we return the value of the attribute name OAuth2 user get attribute here with the attribute name is the name. And in this project, we display the username, customer name after login successfully uh, in this navigation HTML code. Here you see displays name of the authenticated customer. Here you see sorry, here you see using the Thymeleaf security with Spring here, second authentication, and name is principal.full name. So in this class, we need to provide the getter method for this property full name. Here, public string get full name. Full name here. And here in this method, we simply return the value of the attribute name. So the name of the customer who authorized via OAuth2 will be displayed in our application. Make sense? Okay, save the change. Next, we need to code a class that extends the default OAuth2 user service class and override the method load user here. This method will be invoked by Spring Security OAuth2 client library upon successful OAuth2 authorization. So come back to the project and create a new class here. New class customer OAuth2 user service and choose a superclass is default OAuth2 user service here from Spring Framework Security OAuth2 client here. Okay, finished. And we need to override the method load user here. This method will be called by Spring Security OAuth2 client library upon successful OAuth2 authorization. And here we simply return a new instance of the custom OAuth2 user class here, and passing the user object from the super load user method here, user request. That's it, very simple. And then we need to update the Spring Security Configuration class for OAuth2 login using the custom OAuth2 user service. So here in this project, I have the Spring Security Configuration class here. And in the configure HTTP security method, I configure form login for login functionality using email and password here. And now after the end statement here, we configure OAuth2 login here, and we also specify the login paste is our custom login paste at this URL /login, and then user info endpoint, and then user service. Here we need to pass a reference of our custom OAuth2 user service here. We need to annotate this class using the service annotation. Okay, and here we need to declare a private field of type private customer OAuth2 user service, OAuth2 user service here, and auto wire, and we pass the reference here, OAuth2 user service here. That's it. And here and here. Okay, and this is the configuration code for OAuth2 login, OAuth2 authorization. You see, we need to pass a reference to our custom OAuth user service here. OAuth2 user service. Okay, save the changes. We got an error. Let me see. Find not found exception. I think I need to restart the application. So stop, clear the console here, and start the application again. Okay, successful. It has restarted successfully without any errors. And now we are ready to test login using Google account. So I refresh the login page here. I need to log out from my Google account, sign out here. Okay. Now I click the button continue with Google here. And you see it asks me to log in using my Google account because I haven't signed in with Google yet. Okay, and I choose this Google account. I log in again. Okay, successful, and I redirected back to the application, and you can see it shows my name. This is my name in my Google account here. You see Nam Haming here. That means we have successfully implemented the social login functionality using Google account. Somehow, if you quit the application and you already you still sign in with Google, and let me log out. Okay, and I am still in my Google account here, still signed in here. So I just click the continue with Google button, and you see I don't have to sign into my Google account again. I just click the continue button, and the Spring Security OAuth2 Clan library does all the details under the hood. You see, so that means the caption of the button is continue with Google, not login with Google. Now I will log out from my Google account here and test login using another Google account. Click continue with Google here and change the language to English here and use another account. Okay, you can see the sign in to continue to submit website. Submit website. Here is the clan application name in the OAuth2 configuration in Google Developer Console. Now I will log in as another Google account here. aurora.recap.hansen@gmail.com and enter the password. Okay, successful. You see, now I have successfully signed in to this application using another Google account with the name is Aurora Hansen here. Next, I will show you how to integrate the social login with Facebook. So I can click the continue with Facebook button in the login page to log into the application using my Facebook account instead of using email and password. You need to create an OAuth client application on Facebook platform. So I recommend you to follow this video how to create Facebook app ID on my YouTube channel at this URL. And note that there are two modes for a Facebook app. The development mode is for testing on localhost, and we can test login with only our Facebook developer account. And the live mode is used for live domains, and we can log in with any Facebook account. So let's head over to Facebook developer at this URL, developers.facebook.com, and click my apps here. And here you see I created an app named Shop Me website here. And you can see the app is in development mode here. Click settings, basic, and here we can obtain the app ID and app secret code. Here you see the display name is Shop Me website and the app domain is localhost. And for testing on localhost, we don't have to specify redirect URI. Just this very basic information. Display name and app domain is localhost, category education, and app purpose is yourself or your own business. And you can configure the Facebook login settings here. Here you see client OAuth login and web OAuth login are enabled by default here. Go back to the basic settings here to obtain the app ID and app secret here. Come back to our project, and in the application configuration file here, we need to declare client registration for Facebook OAuth application. So we can copy this and paste here and change the client name here to Facebook, and update the values for client ID and client secret here. Client ID we copy here, and client secret, which is app secret on Facebook here, copy and paste here. And for Facebook, the scope is email and public profile, public underscore profile. Okay, and then we need to update the login page for adding a new button for continue with Facebook. So just copy this code and modify and change the icon name from Font Awesome to FA Facebook here, Facebook, and the URL of the hyperlink is /OAuth2 /authorization and /Facebook, and the caption of the button is continue with Facebook. Okay, that's it. Save the changes. And now we are ready to test login using Facebook account. I need to log out from my Facebook first here. Alright, and the Shop Me website here. Click login, and you can see the button continue with Facebook here. We need to have a blank line between the two buttons. Alright, and click the button continue with Facebook, and you see I need to log in to my Facebook because I have not signed in yet. So click login, and then you see I'm directed back to the Shop Me website here, and you can see my name display here, Nam Hà Minh, which is my Facebook name here. That means we have successfully logged into the application via Facebook. And now let me log out and click continue with Facebook again. Okay, you see I don't have to enter email and password again to log into my Facebook account because I still stay logged in with Facebook. So that's why the button is continue with Facebook. When I log out from the application, but I am still in Facebook. Here you see I'm still in Facebook. Here you see. So I just click the button continue with Facebook. Makes sense. That's the meaning of the caption of the button, continue with Facebook, not log in with Facebook. If you already logged in with Facebook, you just click the button to continue. Here you see. So as you can see, we can log into the application using either Google or Facebook. Now I will continue with Google here, you see. And my account name on Google is Laura Hanson here because I stay logging in with Google. log out and continue with Facebook. Very convenient, right? So far, you have learned how to implement social login with Google or Facebook in one Spring Boot web application using Spring Security OAuth2 client library. And next, you will learn how to run custom logics upon successful OAuth2 authorization. This workflow diagram helps you understand an use case in which we need to run some custom logics upon successful OAuth2 authorization. Say I am on the login page and I can choose to continue using my Google or Facebook account, and then the application will process a login using OAuth2 as you have seen so far. And upon successful OAuth2 authorization, we need to run our custom logics here. For example, for checking whether the user is new or not, if the user is new, then we add a new user entry into the database. Else, we just update the existing user information in the database and then continue the workflow. So for the coding, we need to code a new class OAuth2 login success handler that extends an authentication success handler and overrides a method on authentication success. This method will be invoked upon successful OAuth2 authorization, and then we need to update the Spring Security Configuration class for this OAuth2 login success handler. Alright, come back to the project and let's create a new class under this package. New class here, and the class name is OAuth2 login success handler, and we choose the superclass is safe request aware authentication success handler as defined by Spring Security here, and click finish. And we need to annotate this class using the component annotation here, and here we need to override the method on authentication success here. This method will be called by Spring OAuth2 client API upon successful OAuth2 authorization. And then here in the callback method, this callback method, we put our custom logics in this method here, and then we need to call super on authentication success to continue the workflow. Okay, here I need to get the authentication object here. Authentication get principal here that represents the authenticated user, and here we can cast the return object to an object of type custom OAuth2 user here. Custom OAuth2 user. OAuth2 user, and we need to cast the return type to custom OAuth2 user. And for early testing purpose, we can print out the name of this user, OAuth2 user. Get name here. System.out.print line. Get name here. OAuth2 username. And then we need to configure, update the Spring Security configuration class here to use the success handler. So we declare a reference of the OAuth2 success handler here. Private OAuth2 login success handler. Login success handler here. OAuth2 login success handler. And in the configure HTTP security method here in the OAuth2 login section here, after the statement user service, after the end here, we configure success handler and pass the reference of OAuth2 login success handler. Make sense? Okay, save the change and we can do some test. It will print out the name of the authenticated authorized user here in this callback method on authentication success. Alright, clear the console here. And now I will log in again, log in, and I will continue with Google. Okay, successful. Let me see. Here you see, it prints OAuth2 username is Rora Hansen here. Perfect, right? Let me disable printing SQL statement so we can see the output more easily. Here, disable show SQL to false here. Okay. And now this time I will continue with my Facebook account. Log out here, continue with Facebook. Okay, successful. And you can see in the console it prints OAuth2 username is Nam Haming here. So that means the callback method on authentication success here has been invoked by Spring Security upon successful OAuth2 authorization, and it prints the username of this custom OAuth2 user object. Let me disable the printing of setting values in the console here. Setting filter and comment this line. Okay. Okay, and we can update the customer OAuth2 user class to get the email of the authorized user here. So I write a new getter method here. Public string get email, and return the value of the attribute email of the OAuth2 user object here. Get attribute with the name is email. Right, and then here we print out the email of OAuth2 email here. Get email and test again. Okay, this time I will continue with Google. Okay, successful. And you see it prints OAuth2 username Rora Hansen, and the email is like this here, exactly my email. Now I will log out and continue with Facebook. Okay, successful. Great. And you see now it prints username Nam Ha Minh, and the email is my email here, exactly. Perfect. So far so good, right? And we can update the OAuth2 login success handler class here to run our custom logics. Here we can auto-wire a service instance here. In this project, I have customer service class here. Customer service. So by using the component annotation here, we can declare a few auto-wire by Spring Framework here. And here I will call the business method of this customer service, get customer by email here, and I need to get the email of the authorized user here, string email equal. Okay, here email, and I pass the email here, email, and this business method return an instance of customer object here. So here we can check if customer is not null, meaning that there's already an existing user account in the database. And now for testing purpose, I just print out something here and else block here. User account already exists in database. So you can update the user information with the authentication type or with the updated username here. Else, if no customer object is found, meaning that the user is a new user about to add a new entry in database. For example, now we can run this code. All right, home page and login and continue with Google. All right, and let me see in the console here. You see, it says that user account already exists in the database. And in the database, you can see I already have a customer with the email Aurora W. Hansen here. You see. Now let me log out and continue with Facebook. Okay, successful. And you can see it says that new user about to add a new entry in the database because no customers in this table with this email Nam Java programmer. So that means we can run perform custom logics like that in this callback method. And lastly, in this video, I will show you how to determine whether users authenticated via Google or Facebook in our Spring Boot web application. And because we allow the users to log in using both Google or Facebook in one application. Alright, come back to the project here. And in the customer OAuth2 user service class here, in the load user method here, you see we have the argument of Thai user OAuth2 user request here, and here we can get the client name here, user request, get client registration information here, and then get client name here, client name, and then we can update the customer OAuth2 user class to text the second argument is for the client name, private string client name, string client name. This client name equal to the argument client name. Alright, and then we update the code in the OAuth2 login success handler here. We can get the client name here, OAuth2 user get client name. We need to provide the getter method in this class, public string get client name, return this client name. Okay, get client name here. Okay, and then we print out the value of client name here. Client name. Okay, save all the changes, and now we test login with Google and Facebook and determine whether the user authorized via Google or Facebook. Home page, and I will continue with my Google account here. We got an error. Let me see. Sorry, my mistake. We need to update the code here. In the load user method here, we need to pass the value of client name here. Alright, no issue. That's a small mistake. Alright, go back and continue with Google. Okay, successful. And now you see in the console it prints client name is Google here. And now I will log out and continue with Facebook. Okay, and you see it prints the client name is Facebook here. Perfect, right? So that's how to determine whether the user is authenticated or authorized via Google or Facebook. by getting the client registration information from the user request here. So we can update the custom logic accordingly, according to the client type, Google or Facebook, such as updating the authentication type of the customer to Google or Facebook. So far, you have learned how to implement social login with Google or Facebook in one Spring Boot web application using Spring Security OAuth2 client library, and how to run custom logics upon successful OAuth2 authorization, and how to determine whether users authenticated via Google or Facebook. And I would like to recommend you enroll in my Spring Boot e-commerce ultimate course on Udemy to learn more. You see in the course content, I have the section called customer authentication here, in which you will learn how to integrate OAuth2 authorization, code login with Google, code login with Facebook, update authentication type customer, understand OAuth 2.0 here, and much more. I hope you will find this video helpful. Please subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and share this video. Thank you.